We start over in Jakarta. President Yoon Suk Yeol has once again called on UN Security Council members to do their duty of implementing sanctions on North Korea, apparently targeting inaction by Russia and China. Our correspondent Oh Soo-young reports from the Indonesian capital.
President Yoon Suk Yeol has called for global solidarity amid mounting threats to regional and human security by subversive forces amid geopolitical tensions surrounding North Korea, Russia, and in the South China Sea. Speaking at the East Asia Summit in Jakarta on Thursday, attended by some 18 regional countries, including the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, the US, Japan, China, and Russia, Yoon laid out Seoul's position on regional and global crises. On North Korea's nuclear and missile development, the South Korean leader said North Korea's weapons program not only violates United Nations resolutions, but poses an existential and direct threat to all countries attending the summit. He raised the need to block Pyongyang's illicit fundraising activities, which include cryptocurrency theft and illegal transshipment.
North Korea's development of weapons of mass destruction and lethal weapons ultimately equates to human rights issues in that it exploits the labour and human rights of North Korean citizens, fails to properly distribute food and economic assets, and focuses all of its assets and energy on nuclear weapons and missiles.
On that note, Yoon said member states of the Security Council have an even heavier duty of implementing UN sanctions on the regime, amid speculation that Russia and North Korea may strike up an arms deal. Also, Yoon touched on maritime tensions in the region, saying attempts to unilaterally change the status quo by force are unacceptable. He emphasized the need to establish a rules-based maritime order in the South China Sea, a key sea route, where 21% of global trade and a third of crude supplies pass through. Seoul plans to expand maritime security cooperation with the ASEAN and protect freedom of navigation. The South Korean leader further raised concerns about the ongoing war in Ukraine, calling Russia's invasion a clear violation of international law. He also expressed concern over the ongoing violence in Myanmar and voiced support for ASEAN's efforts to resolve the crisis through inclusive dialogue. Yoon's remarks reflect Seoul's firmer stance on geopolitical issues compared to previous administrations' more trade-oriented diplomacy. The top office says Seoul's growing push for freedom, peace and prosperity, shown in Yoon's multilateral diplomacy, is rooted in the spirit of Camp David, which South Korea, the US and Japan jointly declared last month in their trilateral summit.
In their united approach to engaging with Indo-Pacific countries, particularly in the areas of advanced technology, cyber and maritime defence and development assistance, President Yoon aims to create new norms and build cooperation to uphold a liberal, rules-based order in the region and the world. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News, Jakarta.